Larry turned me on to this one. I had forgot about it. We talked about all these IPOs coming this year. And so Larry turned me on to an IPO that's coming out that is so popular with young people. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss this train ride. It is called Roblox.
Roblox. Yeah, I think, is it Roblox? Roblox, whatever it is.
Roblox.
Video game, ain't it?
Yeah. And this is what they're doing. So now, Larry, they said next week, but I read something that said they're pushing it back to February. And if they do, I ain't mad at them.
Right.
Because they'll give me time to get some more things moved around, get as many shares as possible. But what's important about this stock, ladies and gentlemen, is let me just read you some of the things that are going on. Well, first and foremost, instead of it being an IPO, it's going to be a direct listing, meaning that no banks, no private investors are going to get that cheap price that they'll normally say $45. Then the minute the stock goes online, it jumps to 90. There's not going to be none of that. A direct listing is the price it comes online. Everybody gets it at that price. And let me tell you why this particular stock is going to be so important. Take a look at these numbers. Company's based in San Mateo, California. It's seen its revenue and user base grow as the coronavirus pandemic kept students home and in search of entertainment. The company was valued at $4 billion in a $150 million fundraise round in February that was led by venture capitalist firm Andreessen Horowitz and also Altimeter. And I believe in Altimeter because I've supported several of this guy's companies before. Roblox hosts millions of games that are built by its users. Keep that in mind. That's important, ladies and gentlemen, because if you got millions of people, you have millions of different customizations, millions of different vantage points of people creating something that's totally different. You never get bored. Who then get a share of the related revenue. So when you make a game and you sell it, you get some of the money. Almost like YouTube, when you create content, you get some of the money. It says that 2/3 of all U.S. children 9 to 12 years old use the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, let that sink in. 2/3 of anything in the United States population, and you're rich. 2/3 of children 9 to 12 are using it, and they're building upon that platform for kids that are going into teenagency to keep them in house.
Yeah.
This thing is YouTube for video games, and when it drops, you must invest in this. This is going to be like Google all over again. Me and Larry are already making plans to get in. T-Streams, what do you think? Roblox.
Yeah, that Roblox is something serious for real. You guys know I own and operate a mobile video game bus, and when when they pull up to some of these kids' houses, the first they don't want to see Mortal Kombat. They don't want to see Fortnite. Well, some of them want to see Fortnite. They run it straight from the Roblox. And what's neat about this is that it is actually a fundamental game. It's actually fundamental for kids as well, but they love it. And that article is right. 2/3 of kids from 9 is serious.
Look at the bottom, T-Stream. The company had 31 million daily active users during the first 9 months of the year. I mean, oh my, that's how do you? I mean, can you think of the servers that's being burnt up from that? Oh my God! I mean, that's unbelievable, Larry. Yeah. How many shares are you buying? My God, I might have to unload a whole lot. I might have to give up some of my Tesla to get some of this.
Yeah, I'm going to see. I mean, it's going to depend on what it comes online at. I plan on at least getting 100 shares, but if it comes online at like $20 or something, I might grab like 200, 300 if I can.
Hey, man, you got to get that, man. That's a good one to jump on. And
impressive numbers.
T-Streams, bruh. A lot of people, when Google came out as a stock, I remember when it first dropped, Google was like $34.
Yeah.
And it didn't take them that long to get to $1,000. It really didn't. And look at it now. It's almost $2,000. And I'm talking, it's only been 10 years since I last remember it being around $90. I mean, that's how you retire. Literally. You keep buying it and buying it and buying it as it's going up. And Larry and us know you can option 100 shares as long as you do it smartly so that you don't get caught. You could just be making money hand over fist off this thing as it rides up. So, like, I did an option on Tesla this week, but I put my option so far out the money, I don't have to worry about getting caught with Tesla. And so Larry also made another, ladies and gentlemen, Larry been on this joint this year so far. Larry trying to get that money. Larry hit me up and he made another suggestion to Petco. Petco went IPO this week, and let me pull it up for you guys. And Larry called me and I had to jump in with it. I'm getting this too. So it went IPO at a price of like $49 or something to that crazy effect. And then it just dropped out the bag. It started, look at this. It started up way up here and then it just fell the hell off the map.
Yeah.
I was telling Larry, when you see this type of thing happen, this is prime buying opportunity because the pet industry is not getting smaller. I always tease black people and say white folks like pets more than they like us. It's going to continue to grow. So I would highly recommend you guys take a look at Petco. And if you don't want to buy none, place a long buy call option on Petco. Larry T. Streams, what do you think about pet wellness and Petco growing? I'll give it to you first, T. Streams.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Well, there's always going to be little bow wows running around.
You got that right.
Yeah. I would imagine that why is down. You know, if you can afford it, to go ahead and at least snag a few. Mm-hmm. I'm not too familiar with the history of the company. And you say they just went IPO today, right?
No, they went Thursday.
Like Wednesday or Tuesday. Wednesday?
Went Thursday. It was Thursday. Because a firm went IPO Wednesday and went through the roof. I mean, my God, it went through the roof. And so Petco came Thursday.
Was anything? Because I remember I saw in our little private chat where you had said that they had tanked. Was anything released concerning them, or was that just one of those anomalies?
No. What happened was a lot of investors pulled their money, and I keep telling y'all the Robinhood Group is driving. The Robinhood Group is doing a whole lot of driving the bandwagon for stocks. The Robinhood people did not buy the majority of the shares in Petco the way they've been buying all these tech IPOs. So their numbers was depressed. I think the whole entire IPO, Robinhood only got 3%. When normally Robinhood has been gobbling up 35% of shares of stock that come IPO. So your Robinhood people wasn't interested in that one. And then when you get that with the private investors who pull their money out quickly, you have a stock that goes backwards. The numbers are fine, T-Street. I checked the numbers. It's nothing wrong. They've been growing the last 5 years. They've got great income. Their debt ain't bad. They've got a lot of assets because they still have buildings, but they're also spending a lot of money, T-Streams, to advance their online platform, which what I was telling Larry, if I don't see that in this generation from a big box company, I don't usually mess with you because you're not forward thinking. You have to be, if you're a box company, you also got to have an online presence too. Right. And Petco is fortifying that online presence.
Right.
Gotcha.
Larry, you're going to jump in on that Petco.
I think I'm probably gonna. I was sort of holding off until next week because I want to see if Roblox is going to go on, if their listing is going to go live, and I want to sort of hold on to my funds for that. But when I can start, I mean, if I can, I don't think they're allowing you to buy options on Petco yet, are they?
No, you can't. It usually take about a month. before you can buy options on it. So I mean, like Larry, it's a great deal right now, but we've been following these IPOs all since last March, and I took notes on all of them. And most of them, if they don't come out growing really, really fast, like the first time they drop it, it takes about 3 months before it starts to go up. Yeah. And I see this company being the same thing. So I'm not in a rush to buy it. Not really. You know, I'll watch it, but that Roblox is number one on the list for me.
Yeah. See, I feel like, I mean, that's where I'm kind of at. I want the Roblox and I kind of want some Petco, but I feel like, honestly, I feel like if I get Petco, I should go ahead and just pick it up now, because I feel like by the time it starts to move, it's going to move real quick. I feel like someone like ARK or something's going to be like, okay, well, let's look. It's 2 months down the line. The numbers look decent and it's still down at $28, $30. Let's go ahead and just buy 1 million shares. And then all of a sudden, the price is going to skyrocket because everybody else is going to jump on board at that point. And then it's going to be too late for me. So part of me feels like I should probably jump in now and just sit and hold it. But
if you do get some, Larry, how much you thinking about getting? I know you ain't trying to shoot for 100 on that one, is you? Maybe what, 20 shares?
I don't know, man. I was actually thinking maybe 100, but
Larry.
I mean, because it's at $28, $29 right now. So I was thinking, I mean, it's doable. If it gets up to where it's like, once they get to like, you know, $50, $60, $70, I'm not going to want to buy 100 shares. So
are you still going to use this as a swing? You just want to get a cash grab and then you're going to get out?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. If I buy it now, probably not, because it's going to be, because I know I'm going to have to wait on it. So if I get it now, I'll probably get it. And the reason why I was thinking, if I get 100 shares, then I can just option it throughout the months until it starts to grow. And just, you know, once the options kick in, I mean, it may take a month, but if I get it, then I can just start optioning it and just make a little bit of money off of it every week until, you know,
it gets to where you want it to be at.
Until it gets to where I want to go. But I don't know, because I still want some Affirm. I think Affirm's going to be like Shopify.
What?
I think Affirm's going to grow. I think it's going to be one of those things that's going to grow, and it's going to end up being around, you know, $1,000 a share or something like that.
So out of all the stocks, and I've talked about some of them and they all have done well, there has been one stock that I reported to you guys that hasn't taken the growth I thought it would take this quickly. But I always said with this stock, it's a 5-year play. So I've always said that. No, Big Commerce. Big Commerce is a commercial version of Shopify. Yeah. Where Shopify, you know, makes shops for us and anybody. Big Commerce caters to like Walmart, Kmart, and does their online stuff. The stock came online at like $75. At one point in time, it got to $125. And then after that, it just hangs around $65, $70. It just hovers around that, which is fine. That's fine if you're buying it for long term. And, you know, at first I was long term on it, but now, man, I'm starting to sour on this stock because I at least want to see at least 2-3% growth pattern weekly, unless something causes you to have to go down.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong in their books. Why they should just be stuck at $65 is just momentum is just not with them right now. And the thing I don't want to do is mess up with them the way I messed up with CrowdStrike. Y'all know I'm still crying about the CrowdStrike. I'm still and I made money on that one, and I'm still crying. $235. God,
yeah.
God, be more careful. But